Alright, so in this video, I will teach you an easy ICT bread and butter trading strategy that you can use right now and become profitable. So let's get on with the video. So the very first rule of the strategy is that you have to identify the order flow. Okay, this has to be one of the important things when it comes to trading this strategy. Once you identify the order flow, you should be good to go. Okay, so what is an order flow? Basically, if the price is continuously respecting the bullish or bearish PD areas, so for example, if the order flow is bullish, it has to be respecting every single order block and fair value gap in the discount. Okay, so there's an order block, price is going up, right? You see that price is going up. It is also respecting the order blocks, right? Also the fair value gaps in the discount zone, and it is going up. That is literally your order flow. Once you've identified the order flow, so let's say that we know that the order flow is currently bullish, we want to mark out the PD areas. Okay, so we want to mark out bullish order blocks near our price action. So now we know that the order flow is bullish. There's going to be an order block here, for example. Here, let's say there's an order block here. You want to wait for price to come back into that order block, and then you have to look for trades. Okay, so the rule number 2 is that you mark out the PD areas. Now there could be a fair value gap here as well, but I suggest that you stick with the order block. Now the time frames that we're going to trade is daily time frame and 1 hour time frame. Okay, for this strategy, if you want to see like an insane consistency in your trading, and like if you want to see your win rate go crazily like higher than so you want to stick with these time frames, the daily time frame and the 1 hour time frame. So we are going to look at the order flow on the daily time frame. We are going to mark out the PD areas, which are your order blocks and fair value gaps in the discount. I suggest do it with the order blocks. Okay, and then once the price comes back into that daily order block, you want to drop down to the 1 hour time frame. So that's when we look for a confirmation entry. Okay, so now let's say that the price comes into your order block, the daily order block, right? You want to drop down to the 1 hour time frame. Now price creates a higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and right here, once we get a market structure shift, you want to take your entry from the 1 hour order block. That could be somewhere around here. You could go for 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. Simple as that, guys. This is a mechanical trading strategy. You don't have to confuse yourself with all the other concepts that are out there, turtle soup or whatnot, guys, like weekly gap and all. Just do this. This is like you're trading with the trend, number 1, right? You're trading inside the discount zones. That is number 2. Then you're looking for a confirmation entry. That is like literally a complete like a trading model. Okay, and you will know that when I'll give you guys examples. But this works absolutely well. Like I cannot tell you how it has like changed my, I would usually, like before the strategy, I would take like 3 to 4 trades per day, right? But then when I switched, currently I am trading this strategy. I have a lot of strategies that I've uploaded on YouTube, but this one is good for my psychology. Why? Because I only have to look at the charts for very small time, and I also take like 2 to 3 trades per week, or usually like 2 or 3 trades. That's the high quality trades. Okay, and in a month I would literally go for like 5 to 6 trades, or 7, you could say, and they are extremely profitable, like with high consistency. Okay, so let me give you the summary. We look at the order flow. If the order flow is, let's say, bullish, we mark out every single order block near the price section of the daily time frame. The confirmation part is when we wait for price to come back into our order blocks, right? And then we wait for a confirmation entry, and boom, we take our entry, and that's it. So let me give you guys a couple of examples, and then I will end the video. All right, guys, so here is example number 1. if you look at these arrows, they are basically fractals. It tells you the correct lows and highs. So if you want to add this to your charts, which is it's actually a game changer, you go to indicators, type in fractals, and you choose the one by Rachel T, and the settings are here for my chart, for my indicator. All right, so what do you see? The auto flow is bearish. You can see we respected this fair value gap, right? We respected this fair value gap. We took out buy side here, so we are now going down. We are also respecting this auto block. We're pushing down, right? When you look at the chart, and let's say you are like, okay, I don't know if the market is going up or going down. What should I do? You just stay away from that pair asset. But if you see a pair asset that is clearly going in one direction, you will automatically know that, okay, it is going down. So for example, if I look at this, you can see that we have been going down, right? You don't have to go way back in time. Just open your chart, go to the daily time frame, and see where are we going. So in this example, you can see we are going down. That is your bearish auto flow. So we are only going to trade with the trend, and that is the key here, okay? So right here, what do you see? We have this beefy auto block, the daily auto block here. So what I do is I mark out my auto block here, right? The body, remember, we do not mark out the wicks, we mark out the body of the candle, because that is the real auto block. So price goes back into the auto block here. So now what we want to do is we want to drop down to the hourly time frame, and what do we see? We have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and a higher high. So now this is the real low. Once this breaks, that gives me a market structure shift. Once you have the market structure shift, you gotta take your entry from the auto block. So you see these consecutive bullish candles right here. That is basically your auto block. So the body of the candle, remember that, okay? So I will simply go short just here, right? I put my stop right above the high, and I simply go for 1 to 2. One thing that you can add is look to your left. Is there a liquidity buildup, a trend line liquidity, right? And what is this type of liquidity? Is basically the auto flow, a small auto flow, right? So you can see this auto block was respected, this auto block was respected. Basically, it is building the liquidity, all right? Once you see that, once the price was coming into your auto block, it builds up liquidity, okay? It builds up like a fake bullish auto flow into your bearish auto block. So what it will do, it will respect this auto block right here. You can see respected this auto block here. Then we have this fair value gap. It respects this. Now this is all liquidity, okay? This low here, this low here, this and this. So we simply go for 1 to 2, and let's see how this plays out. You do not go break even. You do not move your stop loss. You just let the trade play out. And you can see we hit 1 to 2. It took some days. I mean, not days. It only took like 1 day max for your take profit to be hit. Now, this is the beauty of the strategy. You took your trade, you just disappear from the charts. You don't even look back. You have your take profit set. You have your stop loss set. You are not going break even. You're not moving your stop loss. You're just letting the probabilities play out. The probabilities are always going to be on our side. Number one, why? Because we are trading with the auto flow. Number two, we are also trading once we had the confirmation entry on the higher time frame. So daily and 1 hour is a higher time frame. Institutions and market makers, they only trade these 3 time frames: weekly, monthly, and daily. Okay, we use the hourly because time is fractal, right? But the big boys are always looking at the higher time frames auto blocks. Okay, could be a daily auto block, could be a weekly auto block, could be a weekly fair value gap or daily fair value gap. That is what ICT says, and I just teach what he teaches, and they work absolutely well. And whatever he says, he is absolutely right. So a beautiful trade, AUD USD. Let's move on to the example number 2. All right, guys, so here's an example number 2. Before moving on to the example, I want to let you guys know about my community. So for just $97 one-time payment, you get my private Discord server where I share my own trades. Then you get monthly course update with new videos. The course will be updated every single month with new videos. And then we have the awesome community of successful traders. So once you join, you get all the content. So you get the SMC basics if you're just starting out. Then we got the trading strategies. So they're like a lot of trading strategies that you can use, and just use one that fits with your style. Then we got the endgame section, and that's where all the course update content is uploaded. And there's another course update coming out like this month. So the price of the course right now is $97, but it will jump up to $150 once that update is out. And that update is gonna include all the advanced ICT concepts that I've not taught before. So here's some proof, and yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's go on with the example. So as you can see right now, I'm looking at Euro GBP. The auto flow is clearly bearish at the moment. So remember, we are only going to trade with the trend. So when you are on the daily time frame, so now the definition of auto block is consecutive bullish candles or bearish candles, right? But when you are on a higher time frame, you want to refine it. So you are only going to use the last candle of the auto block on the daily time frame. However, when we drop down to the hourly time frame, we are using the whole auto block. So we're gonna take our entry from the starting of the auto block, which would be these consecutive bullish candles, right? So right here, what do we have? We have a bullish auto block right here. The auto flow is clearly bearish. So what we wait is we wait for price to come back into our block. Once that happens, we simply drop down to the hourly time frame, and we are looking for a clean market structure shift, right? So right here, what do you see? We have a higher high, higher low, higher high, and as this low is indicated by the indicator, you can see it was broken, right? So now this is an auto block consecutive bullish candle. So remember, we're going to take our entry from the whole auto block. We're not going to take our entry from the last candle because we're on the 1 hour time frame now. So that is going to be our entry. Stop goes right above the high, and we simply go for 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, and let's see how this plays out. So that was a beautiful delivery, and you can see how precise this is. So yeah guys, let me give you guys one more example, then I'll end the video. Alright guys, so here is the last example. I'm looking at AUD NZD on the daily time frame, of course. So as you can see, the auto flow is bullish at the moment. We don't want to go way back. Just look at the current price action. Are we going up or down? So in this scenario, we are going up, right? So I mark out this auto block here, and I'm simply looking for a market structure shift on the 1 hour time frame. So let's see how this plays out. So over here, what do we have? We have a shift in the market structure. This was the high that was identified by the indicator. So now this is going to be our entry point. We are simply going to take a long position from this auto block, right? And our stop goes right below this low. And we are only looking to target for 1 to 2 risk to reward. You can go for 1 to 3, but it is not, it is really up to you. So let's see how this plays out. We get the tap into our entry zone, and you can see that the take profit was hit. If we play this through, you can see you would have hit 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, and whatnot. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you're interested in the community, you can just join it for $97 at the moment, because the update is coming out very soon and the prices will jump to $150. So see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Mwah.